Terry, took you, Dorothy, to be my wife.
I, Dorothy, took you, Terry, to be my husband.
To have and to hold from that day forward,
for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, and sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death us do part, according to God's holy law. And this was our solemn vow. Today, in the presence of our family and friends, we affirm our continuing commitment to this vow.
Now there are some words for you to say, as you can see. Will you, the family and friends of Dorothy and Dorothy, continue to support and uphold them in their marriage, now and in the years to come?
We will.
I gave you this ring as a sign of our marriage. With my body I honour you, and all that I am I give to you, and all that I have I share with you, within the love of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Now, I've got a couple of funny things to say to you. Not funny, humorous, though they may come out so, but you may. Odd. Marriage. You will have people who will have said to you already, and if they haven't, they will. So, what's your secret to a long, happy marriage? Have they said that to you yet?
Not yet.
I bet they will now, anyway. Okay. Well, I've got a couple of things, and these are the odd things, the funny things, really. Well, the first thing that's good for marriage is, of course, marriage. It is an odd thing to say, but here it is. It was written in the Times, so it must be true, on Friday the 5th of October 2007. Marriage is good for you. The Office for National Statistics has published definitive proof that married couples live longer, enjoy better health, and can rely on more home care. I didn't write this. Anyway, I'll carry on. In old age, than their divorced, widowed, single, and cohabiting peers. Children who live with their married parents are also healthier and can expect to stay in full-time education for longer, whatever their economic background. There we are. And presumably run up even larger debts these days. If they stay in full-time education longer, believe me, we know. So, the first thing that's good for marriage is marriage. That's good news, isn't it? I think people reckon that, by trying it out a bit, it's bound to be better for you. But actually, that's not what the statistics say. So, the first thing that's good for marriage is marriage. So, congratulations, you got it right. Well, I assume you are married. It's not too late if you're not. No. I'm sorry, that's a scandalous thing to say, but in today's world, it's actually not scandalous anymore. So, anyway, there we are. First thing, marriage. Marriage is good for marriage. What else is good for marriage? Well, I've just got one other odd thing to say, and that is, it's good to practice loving one another. Now, I say that because I reckon there's an idea that all you've got to do is just, do it, and it'll, kind of work. I don't think that's true. As you can hear from my wrong notes on the organ, I can play, but you've noticed there's somebody arrived who will not play wrong notes, and I'm very happy about that. But I'll tell you what, the more you practice, the better you are at what you are at it, and get at it. That's why I'm such a poor player. So why should it be different for other things? Practicing being honest is good for being honest, actually. I've got to do my tax return, otherwise they'll fine me £100 in a month's time. And that's a good place to start. Practice it, And I think that practicing love and loving one another is good for loving one another. And that's got to be good for marriage. And it doesn't just happen. And neither does it say so in the marriage service. You know, it says, my paraphrase, I will admit, but what will make it better is, well, a number of things will make it better, but what will certainly make it better is doing these things and carrying on doing them. And the art of communicating is another thing that helps you to love one another, and the best way to be a good communicator is to practice. And if you don't practice, well, you won't be any good at it. And so, and he said, jolly good at it. You won't be any jolly good at it, because practicing the art of communication is just, you know, that's important. And I reckon that if you've got this far, you must be pretty good at it. So it's not something that will just happen. And so I suppose the short answer is, whatever you're doing, carry on doing it. But for the rest of us who are, how long have we? Oh, Amanda's here. We've been married quite some time. 31 years. 25. 26. Not much longer, I think is the answer. Anyway, quite a few years, and it's just gone out of my head. Isn't that terrible? 1981, I think it was. So, anyway, around there. Anyway, it's all about, where was I getting to? Content. Yes, those of us who are still young-uns in this business, yes, young-uns, that's where I was going, need to carry on practicing the art of communication. And that's true for a married couple, but of course there's one other thing that I want to add, and that is that practicing the art of, can I put it this way? Communicating with God, I think I can, is part of it. And here we are in church to give thanks for your marriage and to pray for you in the coming years. But that's a good thing to do, well, for just anyone, you know. And that's good for when times are difficult and for times that are great. And the communication with God needs to be not just when times are difficult, though he is still there and hears, but the communication with God will work much better if we're used to doing it in the glad days as well as the sad days, and in just the majority of days which fall somewhere between the two. And the better we are at communicating with God during the ordinary days and glad days, well, that will stand us in good stead for when difficulties come. And they come. They come. And so we're here to rejoice with you, to pray with you, and to also get strength from you. And just by being here and being with you does that. So, thank you.